All right, and we're rolling. What's up, Todd?
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Pretty good. So, welcome back, everyone, to the P&B show. We have one of my greatest family friends, Todd Schufelt, with us here today.
It's the most special guest in the
the
entire
most
world.
special guest that we're probably ever going to have on this show. So,
Guys,
Now, I think I heard it from Brennan. He tells me that every time you go on, like wherever you go to meet people for business, you bring like donuts or something. Could you explain?
well, like he was
or,
saying earlier, the muffins. He
Or the
came
muffins, like,
every day.
explain
gives
why you
people
do that.
Chipotle, whatever.
all right, so I'm going to tell you something, but if I tell you and you tell anyone, I'm going to have to kill you. Oh wait,
Okay.
we're on a podcast. Okay, so here's my
won't tell
kind
anyone.
of something that's
No, yeah, this
Okay,
this
good.
information
All right.
isn't going anywhere.
I trust you guys. Okay, cool. So when I worked at Costco, let's go back in time. When I worked at Costco, and I was helping generate more business for the location that I was working at.
Right.
We dealt with a lot of liquor stores and stores. Okay, so stores would buy from Costco. Okay, and when
Okay.
they would come in, they would spend $20,000, $40,000, $60,000, $100,000. Sometimes I'd do $500,000 before the store even opened, because we open up early to some businesses. We let them come through our side door before anyone comes in, so that way they can
Wow.
get back to their shop before everyone
They
opens,
open.
right? So
Yeah.
yeah. But what happens is sometimes Sam's Club and Costco were almost identical. It just depends on, do you have all the stuff that I need when I come? Because I don't want to go to Sam's and Costco. I want to go to one
Yes.
place. So sometimes we get bought out on stuff, or we'd run out, and then customers get mad. And then once they switch over to maybe Sam's, it might take a while before they even consider coming back. So with that
Sure.
being said, what I would do is, I'll never forget, I had a little MR2. I don't know if you guys even remember what those, you probably don't even know what
Nope.
those are.
I have no clue what that
It was
is.
a Toyota. It was a Toyota MR2 little sports car, okay? And it had
Okay.
T-tops. And back in the day, it was pretty cool. Back in my day, I'm showing my age. But I would park out in front of the warehouse, and I would do stuff inside, and they all knew that I did marketing for Costco, so the bakery people. So what would happen is if they had an excess of bakery goods that maybe they didn't weigh out properly, so there's nothing wrong with them, they just didn't weigh as much as they were supposed to, so we can't
Yeah.
sell them, right? They
Okay.
would still package them. They would package them, and then they would check them out on my account. I had an expense account for marketing. They would package them, wrap them up, check them out on my tab, and then they would put them in my car. So I would get to my car, and I'd have like 46 packs of muffins, and I'm like, dude, I smell
Wow.
like a muffin. So no one knows this, but my nickname at the time was called, and they still call me this, the Muffin Man. I was called the Muffin Man in town. So I would take those, and I thought, you know what, I want to get rid of them, but I don't want to just give them away. I want to make sure they kind of, it works out. So I would go to businesses that maybe used to buy from us that weren't buying enough, and I'd go in and say, listen, obviously we must have put a bad taste in your mouth. So I wanted to start today with a fresh taste, a good taste in your mouth. So no matter
There's a
what
muffin.
happens when I leave today, you're going to have a good taste in your mouth with these awesome muffins, right?
That's
So,
awesome.
I'll never forget. I went into this one place, and there was literally 100 employees. It was a call center, and I wanted to sign people up for memberships. And
Right.
you go into a call center, they're going to be like, dude, get out of here. What are you doing? We're making calls, right? So
Yeah.
I walk in, and back in that day, instead of a 6-pack of muffins, we had a 12-pack of muffins.
Okay.
And I got 10 of them. So 10. So stack up 10, right? I looked
Yeah.
like I had 10 pizza boxes in my hand. And I come into this place. I can barely see over my muffins, right? And I come walking in, and huge call center people, and they're like, what the heck is this guy doing? And they're like, what's this all about? And I go, I got muffins for everyone. They're like, well, come on in. Next thing I know, I had everyone's attention. The boss walked over and goes, what in God's name is going on? I go, I got to be honest with you. You guys seem like really cool people, and you deserve a nice treat for the day. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to stop by and drop you off some goodies. And they go, well, that was awful nice. Like, this is amazing. Well,
Yeah.
what can we do for you? And I go, well, I was hoping to earn your business. And I thought the best way to do it is start out by putting a good taste in your mouth. And they always laugh, right? And the next thing I know, I left with like 25 signups. I go back. Now, my weekly quota was 4 sales per week, like of memberships, business memberships. I left with 25.
Let's go.
So guess what happened? Every day I would get more muffins, man. They were like, give Todd muffins because it pays. So make a long story short, now in my world today, my wife is a realtor, and when we were at a big thing at Zillow had a big kickoff, and they had a couple of their people that advertise with them be able to come in and meet the owner and so or
Right.
the CEO. And it was funny because he said, you know, some of the things that these reps are doing when they get our leads, they're immediately taking over some goodies to someone and saying, hey, we'd love to work with you. We'd love the opportunity. And so I go, that's funny because I do something similar. I do it with muffins. And the guy started laughing. He goes, that's a great idea. So one thing I've learned, you guys, is you bring something. Most people don't take they don't take the extra step to go out of their way to show acts of kindness. And whenever you break bread with someone, I'm just telling you, you guys, it goes so much further. So whether it's muffins, whether it's donuts, whether it's cookies, you bring that
coffee,
to someone.
bagels, whatever.
It just takes it kind of drops the wall, the defense wall down a little bit, and they got to be somewhat, you know. So it's helped me a lot.
That's awesome.
So anyone in sales, definitely pay attention to that part that you just said, because that could be huge.
Yeah, I called every single day during the week for like 3 weeks. One day they go, Dr. Feldkamp's on another call. Can I take a message? And I go, well, you think he'll be there for a little bit? And she goes, at least until noon. And I'm like, this is it.
Perfect.
So I hop in my car. I drive to San Bernardino, which is 50 minutes away. I get I'm praying to God on the way there that Claim Jumper's open and that they have a cake for me. I go in, the guy goes, we got 2 left. And I go, I'll take one. I grab it. Now it's a huge box. Look at it. It's from my stomach all the way up to my head. That's how big it is. So I pull around the back and I go, there's his car. Now I look up, here's this big guy schooling everyone. Like literally there's 10 people in his office and he's pointing at them like they're in trouble, right? And I'm like, that's gotta be him. So I get out of my car, I grab the box and I go up to the window, right? I'm at the window. And you know how when you can tell someone's looking at you out of the corner of your eye, but you're not
like,
sure,
what's
you kind of
going
go
on?
like this?
Yeah.
And that's what he did. And he goes, he puts his hand and he goes, what the heck? You know, he goes, probably what the is going on? And I'm like, this is for you. This is for you. And he goes, get in here. So I'm like, okay. So I come in and he goes, okay, everyone, give me a second. Can you help me understand what the hell you're doing outside with that box waving at me? I'm in a full-blown meeting. I go, well, I heard a rumor that your favorite thing that you love the most is the chocolate cake from Claim Jumper. And he goes, well, sir, or well, son, you learn, you're a fast learner. Yes. And I go, well, good. This is for you. And he goes, what might I contribute this to? What's this all about? And I go, well, I was hoping that I could earn your business and I wanted to have maybe 3 to 5 minutes of your time. Obviously right now is a bad time, but I'm willing to work around your schedule. I get up early and I go to bed late. So you name the time and I'm there. And he goes, he turns around and please forgive me. Your mom's going to be mad at me right now. And hopefully no one from church is listening, but he goes, listen, this son of a bitch comes in my office, interrupts a meeting with 10 of you. And guess what? He now has an appointment with me on Monday. So son, be here at Monday at 8 sharp. And I'm like, hallelujah, this is great. So needless to say, he says, guys, you need to pay attention to this guy. Look what he did. He not only got the owner of the company, but he got him when he was in the middle of a freaking meeting. He goes, and look what he brought me, my favorite thing. He goes, so take notes, you idiots. He goes, this is how it's done. So and then he looked at me and said, hey, I'll see you on Monday. Great job. And I look forward to, I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Well, make a long story short, I came back the following week. I met with him. I sold him $25,000 and he paid me in full.
Wow. How awesome is that?
Now watch though, some of my reps would never drive an hour out of their way, an hour out of town, take up that much time that they could be selling. None of them would spend $75 on something that you don't have a guarantee, but you do the math. I sold $25,000. I got paid 25% commission.
Yeah.
Right.
Guys, I don't know. It's all about numbers, right? So you invest a little to get a lot. I mean, it was payday. I was the whole way home. I'm like, I love me some